Disneyland Part 17. Well, Disneyland has become synonymous over the years with a fun land, with a fun park, with an entertainment venue. If we talk about entertainment, joy, fun, we use the word Disneyland. Well, Disneyland came into being in 1955, so 78 years ago. And it was established in California. And the founder of Disneyland was Walt Disney. And it had coordination with ABC, American Broadcasting Company. And in the days in 1955, when television was not widespread, television was certainly not widespread in the world, but even to say about North America and Europe, or so to say the Western Europe, television had even not spread to the developed countries, the countries of Western Europe and the countries of North America. And in those days, the inauguration of Disneyland was played live on ABC, American Broadcasting Company. That was a great start for Disneyland, and of course they were they were not just a sponsor, I believe they were the co-financers. Well, I lack my knowledge on it, but to best of my knowledge, ABC were not the sponsors like the Pepsi Cola. Yeah, Pepsi Cola were the sponsors of Disneyland inaugural ceremony. They were the sponsors, and they had their stalls around the fountains on the very first day when the fountains were not working. The plumbers were on strike, and the water supply was not to such an extent that they could play both the fountains and the washrooms. And Walt Disney was given an option either to run the water in the taps of washrooms or run the water in fountains. And Walt Disney opted for washrooms, so washrooms were functional, but the fountains were not functional. They were dry on the first day, inaugural day. It was a Sunday, and yes, people objected to it. They especially objected to Pepsi Cola running their stall, making money for themselves, but the fountains not running there. And there were some other problems as well. Say, for instance, the different celebrities who were scheduled to arrive there after every 2 hours, all of them arrived at the same time, and yes, it became difficult. There were 2 lanes motorway provided for an access to Disneyland, and it was overcrowded. More than 40,000 people arrived on the inaugural day. Half of them were the invitees who had their invitation cards. The other half, in fact, either bought the tickets or they just trespassed the walls. They trespassed the boundary wall and got into Disneyland. The parents had been carrying their children over shoulders the others to reach them to the swings, to have them the facilities provided over there. It in fact shows how very much sensational and attractive Disneyland was, and the people had the great desire to be in Disneyland. Disneyland had a great start. If not on the first day, they did it on well on the second day.